Speaking on behalf of millions of Asian American gun owners, both old and new, let me send Biden, Harris, Pelosi, and Schumer a very clear message. Your gun control schemes will make us less safe, and you will never take our guns. My name is Cheng, and I'm a gay Asian American professional sports shooter and a proud lifetime NRA member. I want to tell you my American story. In 2012, I earned the title of History Channel's Top Shot Season 4 champion as a self-taught amateur shooter. I quit my job at Google and switched careers to focus on firearms, culture, and their role in American history. Following my Top Shot win, I researched gun policy and history, and I was appalled to discover how gun control can be used as a tool of discrimination. While our black brothers and sisters have arguably experienced the most negative impacts of gun control at the hands of the government, Asian Americans have also been negatively affected. For example, in response to mounting pressures during World War II, Executive Order 9066 mandated that more than 110,000 innocent Japanese Americans were to be forcibly relocated to internment camps. This order stripped my Japanese ancestors of their rights and civil liberties. The goal was to keep us unarmed, invisible, and silent. Now, almost 80 years later, Asian Americans are being targeted again by senseless hate. In the last year alone, America has seen a 149% increase in anti-Asian American violence. But let me make one thing clear. We refuse to be silent, and we refuse to be victims. So people who look like me are flocking in droves to buy guns, many seeking to purchase their very first firearm. There is a real and imminent threat, and we need to defend ourselves and our loved ones. Not 3 days or 20 days from now, but right now. And how are Biden, Harris, Pelosi, and Schumer responding to this anti-Asian American violence surge? They exploit the violence to further their own gun control agenda. And as soon as the media cycle is over, the news vans disappear, and something else happens, Asian Americans will be ignored, made to feel small and silent once again. But we need to stand up and speak out and exercise our rights as Americans. Every single piece of gun control the anti-gunners are pushing punish the law-abiding for the acts of criminals. So-called universal background checks threaten the safety of Asian Americans and all Americans who have an imminent need to defend themselves. Assault weapon and high-capacity magazine bans strip Asian Americans and all Americans of millions of commonly owned rifles they use to defend themselves and their loved ones. These gun control schemes are poorly thought out and negatively impact Americans of all walks of life, all races, genders, and sexual orientations in America. Stripping law-abiding citizens of their right to defend themselves is never the answer. Dismantling the Constitution is never the answer. But, unfortunately, that is the path our government is taking. And to that, I implore Asian Americans to join us in defense of freedom and our universal right to self-defense.